Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a project that could seriously change the future of education, a full-blown university-level textbook on robotics written entirely by a team of specialized AIs. So let's just kick things off with a pretty huge question. Can an AI really author a complex, technical, university-level textbook on a subject as tricky as humanoid robotics? I mean, it sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? Well, a really groundbreaking project is putting that exact idea to the test. So here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we'll get into what AI native even means in this context. Then we'll meet the specialized AI agents who are actually doing the work and see their incredible assembly line process. After that, we'll check out some mind-blowing features. And finally, we'll look at the seriously impressive final result. Okay, so what exactly are we talking about here? Because this is way, way more than just having an AI spit out a bunch of text. The crucial thing to understand is that this isn't just a static book written by an AI. It's a living, dynamic resource. It's fully automated. It's enhanced with something called RAG for way smarter searching. It can exist in multiple languages, and it can even personalize the content just for you. So who's actually doing all this work? You might be picturing one giant, all-knowing AI brain, but the reality is way more interesting. This whole project is run by a team of specialized agents. You should think of it less like a single author and more like a futuristic digital publishing house. The whole project is powered by a team of these lightweight, specialized AI subagents. And just like in a real company, every single one of them has a dedicated job to do. And what's so fascinating here is this division of labor. It really mirrors a human creative team, doesn't it? You've got the chapter architect, who's basically the project planner. Then the content expansion agent is your main writer. You have a technical accuracy agent as the all-important fact checker, and even a specialist just for translation. It's a true collaboration. And to make sure they all work together efficiently, this AI team isn't starting from scratch on every single task. They all share a central library of skills. You can think of these as reusable prompt modules for common jobs like expanding a section, generating equations, or personalizing the content. So how does this AI dream team actually build a chapter? Well, it's not chaos. They follow a super streamlined 5-step digital assembly line. It's a really slick process. It all starts with a human writing the initial specifications, then the AI agents get to work generating the content. After that, other subagents jump in for a review pass to make sure everything's accurate. Then the content is optimized for search, and boom, it's automatically published to the web. And all of this automation, it unlocks some truly groundbreaking features. We're talking about things that just aren't possible with a traditional static textbook. Let's see how this AI creates a learning experience that's truly dynamic. Okay, this is where it gets really powerful for you, the learner. Imagine a textbook that actually adapts to your skill level. If you're a beginner, it'll serve you the core concepts and high-level explanations. But if you're already an expert, it brings out the deep dives into algorithms and advanced theory. It's personalized education at a massive scale. Here's another absolute game changer: instant high-quality translation. With just a single click, a dedicated AI agent can translate the entire highly technical textbook into another language, like Urdu. This just smashes through the language barriers in education. And just to be crystal clear, we're not talking about your average machine translation here. This is a specialized agent that's been trained to understand the specific nuances of robotics terminology. It preserves the precise meaning and makes sure the final text is actually accurate and readable for a technical audience in that new language. And to top it all off, the textbook has its own interactive chatbot. It uses that RAG technology we mentioned earlier, which basically means you can ask the book really complex questions directly. Like, hey, explain reinforcement learning for motion, and it will pull precise answers right from its own content. Okay, let's step back for a second and just look at the sheer scale of what this AI team actually managed to build. This is the final blueprint. The end result of all this work is a massive 30-chapter textbook. It's a complete curriculum that can take a student from the absolute foundational concepts of physical AI all the way to advanced, hands-on labs, and even a final capstone project. And this isn't just a random collection of 30 topics thrown together.
It is a thoughtfully designed university-level curriculum. You can see how the content is logically broken down into these 7 major parts, with huge chunks dedicated to core engineering, AI, and practical labs to make sure it's a really well-rounded education.
And that brings us right back to where we started. This project pretty much proves that an AI team can, in fact, write a complex textbook. And that leaves us with an even more interesting question for the future. If AI can write the textbook, what's next for how we learn?